I've been invited to see something cute. Oh, ramen?
Huh?
Yes. I want to... No! Poor ugly baby. Go see an ugly baby.
I got within like 8 feet. You see that white panel right there with the sticks leaning up against it?
Yeah.
Just walk straight ahead. You'll see it.
Okay. Ugly. How close am I? I don't see him. No. Oh, I see him. Okay. Hi, ugly baby. Hi. Oh, you're not too bad. Hi. Look at you. Mom done up and kicked you out, huh? Kicked you. Kicked you out, huh? What are your thoughts, huh? What do you think? Hi. You're actually not ugly. You're cute.
Wow.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about, huh? What do you think? I don't think you're too bad. All right, well, thank you. We've been in like a drought, and we're finally getting a big storm. It's been like non-stop rumbles. Oh Lord, he coming. Where are you going, babe? Huh? Okay, I'm coming too. Ooh. Peaches, come here. Would you look at that? Praise Yah. We've been in a drought for like a month now. Wonderful, wonderful. We got the little thing pulled in just in time. He's gonna pull the front half of the truck in because it's the the passenger side window doesn't roll up. Holy wow! Look at that thing go. Woo! The wind's picking up. It feels so good. It was so warm in here. Oh! It was so hot in here. Woo! You better get that truck.
I'm going to use the restroom and stuff up there. I'll be back. I'm going to park it.
Maybe you might want to throw a trash bag over the passenger window. Oh, I totally forgot. Okay. Oh, good point. I thought it was the rain. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Yeah, we're supposed to get like hail and like possible 2-inch hail, strong winds, like maybe even tornadoes. I I've yet to see a tornado in my life. I'd be scared. But if I have to, I know they got a cellar and they're real nice people. They wouldn't lock me out in the storm. But for now, a bus. All right, we're done for the day. Nathan got a bit done, quite a bit. Took down all the ceiling panels, worked on grinding the floor down. We're calling it wraps. We're spending the night, and we'll be back tomorrow. But I wanted to come outside. I hope my phone does this justice, but look at this. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Would you look at that? Absolutely gorgeous.
Where did he go?
He's out there to light more.
Here, I think.
Are you doing bottle rockets?
It's getting too dark for me to see him. But we don't have to see him. Ouch. Now the next one should give 3 babes. The first one was 1, then we got 2. Finally neat you guys did that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes me feel young again.
He's taken the sheet metal off the ceiling. And we're going to recycle it to fill in the hole in the wall. But we're going to be re-insulating the ceiling and words. We are going to be re-insulating the ceiling with probably spray foam. But then we're going to cover over top of it with like wood. So we don't need the sheet metal and all that up there. And that sheet metal can actually be used to fill in the hole. So he's taking that down while our grinder cools off, because he said the grinder was getting a little too hot to hold anymore. So while he waits for that to cool down, he's taking the metal down.
Well, it's cool enough now. I just wanted to just do another sheet.
Oh yeah, did you change the sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did tell him that we weren't counting the short days, so it's 15-ish.
Yeah, 15-ish. Official 15th day. But watch my eyes. Wow. We took the sign off. Legally, we're not allowed to have it on there, which I think is kind of silly, but, you know, I guess we got to do things legally. I guess. Skoolie. You going back to grinding?
Yeah.
Okay. He's been working his booty off. He got all the ceiling panels down and the insulation tore out. He ground down all the floor so we can coat it. He's sweeping. It's really been pretty much a one-man show this weekend while I've been manning the home front. What a guy. What a guy. Yes.
So I picked up this Shop Vac brand. It's out of the road. It was free. Remember, boys and girls, anything free is worth saving up for. Here's on. Off.
Oh no.
On. Off.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was also full of parrot crap and bird cage shavings and all that. They never put a filter on it, ever. Does not look like it, so the fact that it still sucks is a miracle. But it was free.
Yeah, I pretty much manned the home front, and the lady of the land, Nate's grandmother, was kind of on me about, you got to get all the seedlings in the ground. There's still seedlings. Now, we weren't doing a garden this year because we were working on the bus. You know, that took priority. But to calm her nerves, I planted the plants. In friggin' 86-degree weather with like, I don't know, what would you say the humidity was today, babe?
Huh?
What would you say the humidity was today?
Comfortable?
Heck no, it was not comfortable.
Up here.
Okay, to the rest of the world, and not Mr. Farting Sunshine and Rainbows, what would you say the humidity was today? Would you say like 70% humidity?
No, not even close.
I'll look it up.
More than what should be for this time of year, but not like August.
I'll look it up. It's finally happening. Looks like tar. Look at this floor. Looks like an absolute stud prepped this floor. Wow. This man looks like he really knows what he's doing. Wow. Yeah. Anyways, you wanted me to start a video, love?
I thought you were doing one.
Yeah, I am. This stuff smells like a porta potty.
Not even close.
Yes, it does.
No, this smells better than porta potty. It's really thin, but it's kind of, it wants to be thick. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I get it.
It's a sticky thin paint. Which makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. It's not like most automotive.
Like corn syrup.
No, not that thick.
Not that thick? Okay.
Like a thin pancake batter.
Nate's just going in and cutting in all the seams, all that gobbledygook. And then I'm going to come in with the roller and roll it on out. And after we get this all painted, from what I understand, we're calling it a day or a weekend or whatever. Finally.
So I just loaded the roller. Looks like you're getting about 1 or 2 passes.
Look at that.
You see how we're using the elbow
Yeah.
of the roller skin is out. Not telling Hannah, but for anybody who doesn't know, when you're painting, you want that out because that's got the most pressure. That way your tail end or your whatever they call that into the it gets rid of the seam, the roller seam.
Oh, that is a very good point. Because then you're not putting the pressure on that side. Huh.
So just kind of twist it around after you load it. Really short pass right here. Actually, I'm getting some good mileage now.
I think it just took a second for the skin to get fully saturated.
We're going to see, is that enough? Not quite. We're going to just load just a fuzz. See, short, little, lift, roll, and kind of evenly covers the whole nap of the roller. We're going to go back over, we call it back rolling. My father-in-law loves that word. He's a professional painter. We're going to kind of go back.
That's my dad.
And as you're making your final pass, you're going to lift up. Now, this is a floor, so it doesn't matter as much as a wall.
Dude, it looks so pretty. Like, the black is stunning, honestly.
Now, also, just as when you're rolling, you want to lead with your elbow. And you see how I'm rolling into here? I got a little bit of an angle. I'm not going in perfectly flat. I'm going in like this. You want to go in like that. Kind of flip back and forth. You want to kind of lead with that into your roller because that's going to absorb. I don't quite remember why, but yeah. That's,
you know, Nate used to work as a painter too. So.
Yeah, I've got a 6 of the painting experience of Donnie, my father-in-law. Love it, Pops.
Yeah, my dad has been painting as long as I've been alive. So his career was at least 26 years. And then he retired. Not by choice, but, you know, life happens.
Well, share a story with you guys, and Donnie and quite a few people might remember this. At our last church, we went on a missions trip with my father-in-law and a bunch of guys down in Mexico. We were helping renovate an orphanage down there. And my father was in charge of the paint crew, and I was working on the paint crew. And of course, he put me in the funnest job, which was the bathroom. Only the bathroom. Everybody else did everything else. And every time Donnie, my father-in-law, would come in to check to see how things were going, because he was making sure things were moving, help jumping in where he needed to. He was bouncing all over the place, doing a good job like a foreman's supposed to. He's like, Lucas, looking great. Hey, Nathan, just kind of steady out that hand. Not me, the other Nathan. Steady out that hand. Aaron, looking good. Much improvement. Chris, you're doing great over there. Keep it up. And he looked at me. Nathan, what's taking you so long? I was just like...
That was Dad? I thought that was Pastor.
No, that was your dad. Like, I was... The only person who could have done it faster was him. But... Same time, it was, you know, it was just that.
Hey, it's my turn to roll.
Yeah, I'm preloading this so I can get it out of the way.
You gotta cut in more, man.
Yeah, I'm preloading this so I can when you're done using your roller or your paintbrush, just make sure you load it. Tuck it right out of the way.
I gotta rip ass.
Is that camera?
Yes. Who cares? We're real humans. We just picked up. We just picked up some flooring.
Yeah.
Wood flooring, like solid wood flooring, for the bus. I found
it's for walking on.
I found a mixed lot of solid wood flooring.
Tongue and groove.
Tongue and groove. $60 on Marketplace, and like 10 minutes away from our house. What luck is that?
How many square feet? It was like what, 150, 160?
He guesstimated maybe about 120, 130, but he said he wasn't entirely sure. But they used it in a bathroom project, which I saw a picture of that. Looked really cool. And we're kind of going for a eclectic look. So it's going to work out nice for us. And at the very least, we'll use it in the front portion of the bus, like the living room and dining and kitchen area. At the very least. If there's more, we'll use more, but we are back. It's exciting. It is July 8th, right? Day 17. The floor is dry. Now, if you see here, there's lots of little air bubbles. We just went ahead and painted, but the reason there are air bubbles is because we did not check the instructions for the paint ahead.
I did not check the instructions.
I was trying to be gracious. We did not check the instructions for the paint ahead, and were convinced that it needed to be shaken like many other paints, because we have not encountered a paint you don't shake before painting. And as it turns out, you aren't supposed to do that with this chassis saver, so there's air bubbles. But it's hard as a rock. It's gorgeous. She's beautiful. He's beautiful. But we got some steel for working on the ribs of the bus. And what we decided we were going to do is with the metal ceiling panels we took off, we would use that to fill in. You want to tell the people what you're doing?
Well, first off, there's a bunch of antifreeze I gotta stop up that's still seeping out of the heater cord.
Oh.
Where I cut the hoses for the heater cord. And it's dribbled all the way over here. But I'm pretty sure that this stuff is holding up because it's cooled up instead of seeping and getting sticky everywhere.
Nice.
So, yeah, this stuff is doing its job, which I'm grateful for. Anywho, we just
okay.
So I went down to Central Steel Supply today and picked up more of this square tubing, that's what they call it, 1.25 inches. And I picked up, they gave me this to monkey around with because I'll be buying more from them. Which is galvanized U-channel. Looks awfully similar.
I can't get close because of the insulation.
All right. Looks awfully similar. They got scrap pieces for $5 a pop. Rough size about here. So the only welding I can actually do today is these two ribs here because I don't have any sticking down from there. And those ones are completely missing. But I was finally able to figure out a solution talking to a metal guy or artist. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these we're going to cut this in half and mount it like one here and like one right there and use the square tube I got and see how we got this going down and then it goes back to that U-channel. That's how much they raised up the bus roof. And so I got some 8-foot pieces sitting in the back of the truck along with some flooring we scored off of Marketplace.
Yeah, I'll show them that in another video, the next little clip.
But, yeah.
My goal for today is to get the rest of this rubber off these stairs. Ooh, you can see the hole in my shirt. That's my belly. My goal is to get the rest of this rubber off these stairs. And check out the metal underneath there. I'm going to real quick sweep up this dust. Now, I know we're in a shop, so you're like, why are you going to sweep the shop? But that's all a mix of dirt, hay, and insulation that we pulled out, and I don't want to track it into the bus, especially since we're not necessarily wearing insulation handling clothing today. So I'm going to sweep that up, assess that. But other than that, we could really work on figuring out the floor plan. But I'm going to show you guys the flooring. So, we got a mix of flooring from Tony and his wife, I think Jennifer is her name. I found it on Marketplace. And they used it to like redo a bathroom floor and ceiling. And it was just this eclectic mix of wood pieces and all that. But it was like $60 for almost 130 square feet. Yeah. Almost 130 square feet of solid wood floor. So we got a mix of cherry and oak. But it's beautiful, and we are going for that kind of colorful, natural, eclectic look. So it'll work out perfect for us.
They got this nice brown cuts here.
Yeah.
You got these darker.
There's like
hold up this beautiful cherry.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different colors. But it'll work out lovely.
Yeah, they're different. Some of them are different sizes and they are different colors of woods, but with the pictures we saw how they put up on their bathroom wall, like it actually looked really sharp there. So we're just gonna mismatch it in a creative way.
Yeah.
Pick up some all that pack, so thank you.
Marlene, Oma's neighbor, gave us cherries. They picked them today, I think she said. Are they beautiful? July's the time of year when cherries are ripe in Michigan, and they are absolutely delectable. I believe she's
5 miles away.
Yeah, 5 miles away. I believe she said she got them from Clenk.
Yep.
K-L-E-N-K.
10 Mile and Fruit Ridge, just east a little ways. Check them out.
Delicioso. They also do apples, from what I understand, in the fall. But look at how shiny they are. They look like jewels almost. All right, so that is day 17 done. Now, it doesn't look like we did a whole lot, but there was a lot of weird measuring, and what we're opting for today is we're spending the night, and we wanted to just take some measurements, get things unloaded, kind of get set up for tomorrow, and then go to bed at a decent time instead of toughing it out late into the night and then waking up late. So I took a bunch of random measurements that I've been meaning to take. Nate did his thing with setting up for some welding for tomorrow. So I'm going to turn the camera and kind of explain to you what we're thinking for the layout. We'll probably talk about more of that tonight, but as far as down here in the shop, we're done. Okay, so I'm sitting up here at the front of the bus, right next to the driver's seat. Here's the entry. Here's what we're kind of envisioning. So right here, in this first little chunk of area, we are going to build a little platform over the wheel bump. And we are going to put our cat box right here. And one of the things our cats absolutely love is this big round hollowed out log that we were going to turn into like a deerskin drum, but just never did. They love to lay in it and on it and all that stuff. So what we decided to do is to have a piece of home for them is we put the cat box here, and then we continue that little cubby up to cradle around that log, and we just make it into their own little cubby. Okay. Right next to it, we're going to build a little bit of a heat shield. I almost said sheet healed. No, heat shield. And we're going to have our little wood stove right here. The pipe either going up and out this way or up this way. Who knows? Okay. In this next little chunk of area, we're opting to put some lower cabinets for storage down here, and then some upper cabinets for more storage up there. There'll probably be a window right in this area. But to the bottom of those upper cabinets, we've decided that instead of trying to like do a TV or something, we think maybe a pull-down projector screen might be cool and work a little better as far as space, because a projector screen, you pull it down when you want it, and then you put it back up. So it's not a permanent brick thing you have to constantly move and work around. That's just what makes sense. Over on this side, we're thinking of behind the driver's seat, putting a little sort of cabinet, like a tall, skinny cabinet, to serve as like a coat cabinet or something. Right next to that, we're going to do the couch. I don't know if it's going to be that long, but like in this area will be the couch. We haven't decided if the couch is going to store like battery bank, if it's folding out to be like a guest bed. We don't know yet. But that's where the couch is going to be. Okay, so back here in this area is where we're going to be putting the kitchen. Now, instead of having a regular table, what we want to do is like a U-shaped kitchen. So our cabinets would go from here over to here, then back, and then back along a back wall. So it would be like U-shaped, this area. So instead of having a table, what we do is we turn this front side of the U into like a bar stool, like a bar table. Now, I'm not sure if we're putting the fridge like along the back of the U or over here. I think over here would make sense. But that's going to be the kitchen. And then further back, like I think about there, we're going to do a 15-inch raise. And if you can see this in the back here, this first level of this engine cover, that's about 14¼ inches. So just a touch taller than that. We're going to do a 15-inch raise. And that is going to include the bathroom and the bedroom. So right on that back wall along the back U of the bus, we'll do the 15-inch raise, and then you'll have to step up into the hallway that leads to the bathroom and the bedroom in the back. And the reason we're doing that is because we've been trying to work out where we're going to store our water tanks, because Nathan maintains he does not want a composting toilet, even though that seems like it would be easier. He does not want a composting toilet. He wants a black water toilet, and that's fine. I don't care. I'll compromise on that, you know. Not a big deal in my book. So, black water toilet and a fresh water tank. And then I don't know if we're doing a gray water tank. I think we're just doing fresh water and black water. But regardless, we wanted to store the tanks somewhere where they would not freeze and the plumbing would not freeze. And being in Michigan and transporting to Missouri, I know Missouri is warmer, but it's still, from what I understand, you still get frosts and freezes sometimes. So we weren't sure where we were going to put them until we thought about the whole idea of doing the 15-inch raise and then putting them basically inside. So between the floor of the bus, like the actual floor, and the false floor, which is the 15-inch raise. Then they could be in where it's warmer. They're not going to freeze. All the plumbing is internal, so that's not going to freeze. And there's still plenty of headspace because with the like 17-inch raise they did for this bus, bare floor to ceiling is like 8. I wrote it down. 4 to ceiling is 8 feet 2.5 inches. So that's still plenty of height. Okay, so we do the raise. So kitchen, raise. Bathroom is going to be on this side. We're going to keep all the plumbing on one side. So my guess is the water tank's going to go, the fresh water is going to go over here, maybe black water over here. I don't know what we're using this backspace for. Maybe the floor will pop up and it'll be extra storage. I'm not sure. But bathroom will be over here. I wanted a bigger shower. So one of the things we found is, as far as space, I'm a wide individual. And a narrow hallway does not work with a wide individual, regardless of my width. I have a large bone structure as well. So large on large doesn't work well with small spaces. So I've been down here measuring out, trying to play with, you know, what width of a hallway would be comfortable. And then how much space would be left after that. And the hallway width I came up to is 36 inches. I think it's about 3 feet. And the remaining space would be 54.25 inches. Because the wall to wall right now is 90.25 inches. So, kind of trying to now really figure out, like, okay, how much space is needed here and there. Like, we are not doing a separate bathroom shower space per se. We're going to be building a shower into the space. So it'll be like a regular bathroom pretty much, except we're going to put in a combo washer dryer, like those little machines that will wash the stuff and dry the stuff. So we're thinking about putting that in, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do that if I can get my hands on one. But so now it's figuring out, you know, how much space do we want for the bedroom? How much space do we need for the bathroom? One of the reasons we're not using the original RV shower is because space, you know. I mean, not that I'm trying to tailor everything around me, but when you take up more space, you need more space. That's how we'll put it delicately. So that means a bigger shower was needed because I really wanted to use that shower, but I could not move in it. I could not, like, bend down to wash the pieces you want washed. So that's a no-go. A tiny bed is a no-go. So there are some features, and, you know, most people, when they do like the whole tiny home bus van movement thing, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna just make it smaller, just downsize, I need it smaller. Well, we're kind of doing that, but unfortunately, some things still have to be bigger. So that's what we're doing here, but I think we'll get it figured out. We're getting it figured. I don't know, it feels so freeing now that the floor is finally prepped. It's like, oh, we can actually get on with this thing. But I'm going to lock up the shop because we're done for the day.